This is the Lifetime Tamarack. So let's start with the original parts. It has handle to carry, bungee system to hold your things, one rod holder, adjustable, whatever position you want it in, two side handles, 1 and 2, and then storage compartments. You have one in the back, one in the front, and yep. And then for the new things, upgraded the seat kind of from my buddy's kayak. He was getting a different seat. The original seat sits right on the plastic. Can't really sit on that for past like 2 hours. Your butt starts hurting. And there's 2 holes right there that allow the water to come in and out. Also, usually would get the seat wet, but this is much better. Have the Garmin Striker 4. All the nice options on there. If it's gonna, there it goes. My favorite option, split frequency. You have 2 different frequencies. So I'll have the battery right here, sitting. Transducer actually works pretty fine through the plastic. The only, I guess, slight issues, temperature is not perfect, the water temperature, which for me is a better compromise. Instead of having a whole arm here, it's just sitting in there and not bothering you, but it does the job. And then here's the wiring coming out. Then we have the trolling motor. Trolling motor is steered through a foot steer using these cables. So got these on top of the original. These are the original, I guess, footrests, but got these online, and then you can turn one side, then turn it to the other side. It is adjustable, the depth, and then if you need to bring it up with just a click. The power supply goes into this, I guess this little connector. That's, if you don't, you can keep the water out either by doing this, or actually when you plug it in, it makes a nice tight seal so the water stays out. And then the battery, got a brand new 24 size battery from Bass Pro, deep cycle. Again, has the same connector to keep water out. The battery does have a 30 amp fuse. If I can open it, all right, 30 amp fuse in here. Battery sits nice and snug on this little housing, I guess you can call it. I drilled 2 holes here in order to just put a bungee so it holds down. And then the battery and the trolling motor connectors, they both end up right here in this dry box. That holds the PWM box. Basically, what this does is, instead of having to control the trolling motor with your hand as usual, I take off the head on the trolling motor, and it's steered with the feet, and the power is controlled here. So instead of having 5 variable speeds, you basically have, I guess, 100, you can say, from 1% to 100% power. So you can start off slow, and then you can go full speed, and then again reverse. These numbers are supposed to signify the voltage left on the battery, but I bought it brand new, and that's kind of the numbers. I don't know what's going on with the numbers. I just didn't want to make the effort of returning it because it took so long just to arrive. So didn't want to wait more, I guess, what, month and a half for it to arrive back. So just kind of lived with it. It takes about 4 to 6 hours for the battery to stop, for the juice to run out when you're doing full speed on the trolling motor. Depends on the conditions of the water, big waves, what kind of current, things like that. So 4 to 6 hours, and it'll hold you with a full speed. Yeah, and then with the kayak, a single row or paddle, whatever it's called, and then a normal kayak paddle, and we have the anchor and the charger for the fish finder. Yep. Cheers.